ก็เฮารายงานสถานการณ์ที่เหตุการณ์ที่เป็นจริงเฮาก็บ่ฮู้ละว่า
We tell the truth, what's really happening, what we see. That's what we report, what we see. I know they say we take sides, that we only report one side, but we only tell what we see. The government won't let us go to the meetings they have in the military camps. They're not going to let red shirts in. I mean, they choose the media who come to the meetings, and it's not us. We're not professional journalists. We just take the temperature, but at least we're close to the community, our audience.
My head's buzzing. Everywhere I look and listen, there are radio stations. I go back to Kavi Chongkitavorn looking for more guidance on the Thai way of doing things.
You have to give some leeway, some room to the Thai, because the Thai has to grow themselves. Nobody teach them. They learn how to fight against colonialism. They escape the English and the French power. You can go to the poorest village in Cambodia. They can bake the best baguette in town. In Thailand, we cannot bake good bread. You have to go to French-run hotel. That's the problem. We can't speak good English. You go to Cambodia, they speak French. The Thai can only speak Thai. We grown up isolated, you see. So that's the problem. And suddenly we were caught with all this globalization. Now we have to learn. We are not cosmopolitans. You know, the Indonesian, they has the best drug distributing system because they learned it from the Dutch. You know, the Africans, the Nigerians love to come to Thailand to buy any drugs that you want, you know, in the drugstore because we don't have that kind of control. So this is Thailand. We have no role model. That is why we are mixed bag, potpourri of anything. Anything goes. You watch Thai TV, smoking, they blur it, you know. It's not allowed. Stupid. And you walk on, people smoke like mad. We prevent nude pictures. You go out, you know, you see all kind of freak show, you know, on platform. This is the kind of contradiction you see all the time. And that is Thailand. Like it or loathe it. This is Thailand.
If there's one thing that people like Tewi or DJ Run or Anne are doing with their newfound empowerment, it's having fun. There's something incredibly liberating about the idea of just starting your own radio station, just doing it with the transmitter in the spare room, guests coming to your flat or hotel room, listeners phoning in. These people are having the time of their lives. But behind the fun lies real danger. Ubanrat again.
These stations relay the signals from demonstration site, and all those were political speeches which are not the same as when you speak on radio. When you feel that this is a public medium, there are certain measures for responsibility. But it was the relaying of speeches. It was like political speech which organized maybe before an election. So they beat the other side up and they can speak any kind of language. And this got relayed. And this is why finally the government came in to try to close down PTV. PTV belonged to the red. So it was really heating things up. Both sides use radio for propaganda purpose. The government does, the yellow and the red. So the red who came later thought we use it as our propaganda tool. So everyone forget their ethics book, you know. Just leave it on the book. And we go ahead and fight and see who wins first.
Our cheering train got me to Ayutthaya, where thousands of red shirts marched peacefully through the streets of the city. But the problem, as Ubanrat says, is that if there's trouble, it gets filmed by politically influenced television, which feeds to community radio stations, and they play this proof straight to the supporters. Most of them mean well.
They know me. They know me. They know that I'm just pure Thai red shirt, want to fight for the democracy, and never have one single thing that bullshit on air, not kill someone, not bomb, not anything.
I'll leave you shortly with the song that the red shirt stations have ready to play when there's trouble. It might mean come to Bangkok, or come and protect your radio station because the police are coming. It could just possibly be the soundtrack to the next step in Thailand's political history.
We had the music that even you turn on this music, that means call everybody in town, go and help.
Do the police know about the coded music?
Oh yes. งานเข้างานเข้าเขาอย่าง
We
เงี้ย
have job to do. We have job to do.
But finally, a word in favour of next week's sponsors. Or at least the people we need to be our sponsors, because if you want to work as a journalist in Singapore, you need to be very close to the government indeed.
Singapore media model is completely different. They are part of the national policy. They are part and parcel of national building. In Thailand, in Cambodia, in Indonesia, they are watchdog. And in certain case, they are not only watchdog. In case of Thailand, we are mad dog. Singapore argument is that we have a very good system of media who support the government, who do not incite racial difference. They don't call it control, they call it responsibility. Journalists in Southeast Asia are pretty jealous of Singapore journalists because they are the highest paid journalists in Southeast Asia.
So, no watchdogs next week in this BBC-ABC co-production, and sadly, no mad dogs either. Just the highest paid journalists in Southeast Asia.
What Can I Say in Thailand was produced for the BBC by Neil Trevithick and presented by Gary Bryson of the Australian Broadcasting Corporation.
There are dozens of different podcasts now available from the BBC, including news, documentaries, science, business, arts and sport. For details of them all, go to BBC World Service.